Hey y'all, I'm CQ and this is Spirit Gumbo, the podcast where we stir the spiritual pot with truth, spice, and sass. Today we're talking about New Year's pressure, resolutions, expectations, and that toxic hustle culture nonsense that convinces us we have to perform our way into being worthy every January. We've all been there. We start off strong, burn ourselves out, and then beat ourselves up when perfection doesn't happen on schedule. In this episode, we're calling that out, lovingly, loudly, and with a raised eyebrow. You'll hear a story time called I See You 2026, where I talk about surviving 2025, why I am absolutely done with burnout culture, and why I'm choosing progress over perfection this year. We'll stir in some sass, sprinkle in some truth, and hopefully give you permission to breathe, grow, and be human heading into this new cosmic cycle. So, grab your candle, sip your tea, and let's get into it. This ain't just talk. This is Spirit Gumbo with CQ. Storytime with CQ. I see you 2026. I hope you all survived Christmas because let's be honest, that holiday season is basically a glitter-covered obstacle course. If yours looked anything like most people's, it was equal parts love, chaos, and why is this family member like this? Fortunately, Christmas at my house this year was shockingly low-key, low drama, and exactly the quiet little reset I needed after the circus that was 2025. Cosmically speaking, 2025 was a 9-year, meaning endings, completions, and spirit gently but firmly saying, yeah, this isn't working, put it down. And 2025 did not play. Divorces, breakups, jobs ending, friendships dissolving, people choosing themselves for the first time in forever, and that's just the headline reel. It was a year of big growth, big lessons, and breaking patterns we swore we'd already dealt with. Surprise! We definitely had not. And if you're anything like me, you're coming into New Year's looking at 2026 like, listen, I'm here, but do not test me. Because we're tired, like spiritually tired. Like, don't even whisper the word lesson near me tired. For me, I strutted into 2025 already in the we're doing the most club, fresh off of 2 surgeries with a third one waiting in March like, hey girl, miss me? So yeah, physically, recovery was definitely on my bingo card. What I didn't have on my 2025 bingo card, however, was deep spiritual excavation, emotional rewiring, and a full soul integration package. Surprise! Spirit said, we're doing growth, babe, and I didn't even get a suggestion box. My youngest daughter got married and moved to another country. Rude, but also proud of her. My partner and I officially joined the Empty Nester Club. Then we sprinkled in a kinda major surgery for him, job loss, a career pivot, and a few personal plot twists. And that was all before September. Like 2025 wasn't pacing itself, it was sprinting. Somewhere in all that chaos, I launched this podcast. Shout out to all of you tuning in. Seriously, I love you guys. And eventually, after healing and recalibrating, I clawed my way back into full CEO boss switch energy. Did I mention I'm exhausted? Because I feel like I should say it louder for the spirit guides at the back of the room. Now I'm looking at 2026 like, girl, walk in, sit down, shut up, and let me breathe. We are not doing dramatic plot twists in the first quarter, okay? And honestly, I know it's a joke on the internet right now, but can I please see the terms and conditions of this year before I agree to anything? I don't even want the free trial, no pop-ups, no surprise charges. Just let me read the fine print and sip my coffee in peace. But real talk for a second. As we wrap up 2025, I am grateful, truly, I'm grateful for every lesson, every integration, every wild bingo card twist from the Cosmic Prankster Squad, because I'm leaving 2025 a better version of myself than the one who stumbled into it. And that's what I want to talk about today. As we step out of 2025 and into 2026, let's leave that whole toxic new year, new me nonsense behind. We are not replacing ourselves like an outdated phone model. Instead, let's focus on being a better version of who we already are by the end of 2026. Wiser, softer where it matters, stronger where we need it, and way less interested in pretending. No performance pressure 2026. Let's talk about performance pressure and how it hijacks our New Year vibes. Performance pressure is that lovely little stress gremlin that pops up when we feel like we have to perform, succeed, excel, and be amazing, or else something terrible will happen. Failure, judgment, job loss, disappointment, or your inner critic grabbing a megaphone. On paper, it sounds motivating. In reality, sometimes it inspires us, and sometimes it makes our brains go, nope, and we completely choke. So, yeah, double-edged sword. Cute, right? And here's where New Year's resolutions get toxic. We accidentally build ourselves a personal pressure cooker. We create unrealistic expectations, call them self-improvement, and then wonder why we feel like failures by March. Let's be honest for a second. How many resolutions have you actually kept? January comes in hot. February, we're wobbling. By March, the gym key fob is basically a decorative accessory. Then we feel like trash because we failed, and the shame spiral begins. I opted out of that toxic treadmill years ago. Now, I keep it simple. Every year, my only intention is to be a better version of myself at the end of the year than I was when I started. That's it. No pressure, no punishment, no emotional boot camp. Just growth, grace, and honesty. And yes, goals are still a thing. I'm not telling you to lay on the couch in sweatpants all year and whisper alignment while ignoring your life. Goals are great. They're just different energy. Goals are the things that motivate us in a healthy way. They give direction without turning your nervous system into a hostage situation. We need small goals, medium goals, big goals, and goals that actually make sense for our real life. Not the imaginary perfect version of us that meal preps flawlessly and wakes up at 8 a.m. smiling. And please, for the love of your sanity, reward yourself when you do well. Celebrate the wins, even the baby ones. You survived a rough week? Gold star. You followed through on something hard? Treat yourself. We are done with that achieve but don't celebrate nonsense. And I hear you. I know this mindset is baked right into our society. I can practically hear the voices right now. But CQ, don't you want to be better? Abso-freaking-lutely. But on my terms, not society's, not hustle culture's, not the if you're not grinding every second you're failing culture. I'm done with burnout Olympics. I'm done watching TikToks where moms are practically collapsing while making gourmet bento box lunches with motivational cutout cheese hearts while whispering, Self-care matters. Girl, rest matters. Sanity matters. I'm done with the idea that if you're not hustling every single day, you're somehow wasting your life. No, abso-freaking-lutely not. We are not doing that in 2026. And honestly, you shouldn't either. 2026 is a fresh cosmic beginning, a reset, a big ol' new chapter energy year. So, the real question is, what do you want your new cycle to look like? Do you want to keep repeating the same exhausting patterns? Doing the same things over and over again and hoping the universe magically gives you different results? Or do you want to choose becoming better, but in a human, kind, sustainable way? No pressure, no hustle, no setting yourself up for failure. I know what I'm choosing, and we all have choices. Okay, I know I got a little preachy there at the end. Your girl was channeling a full gumbo gremlin moment for a second. But here's the heart of it. Let's walk into 2026 with a conscious shift to just do our best each day. Let's notice the lessons. Be grateful where we can. Give ourselves grace when we can't. And hopefully, by the time we get to the end of 2026, we'll look back and genuinely celebrate the people we've become. Not because we were perfect, but because we kept showing up. Seriously, Happy New Year to you and yours. May this new year bring you peace, joy, a little magic, and blessings aplenty. That's it for today's brew. If something stirred your soul, stirred your sass, or made you side-eye your life choices in the best way possible, pass it on, and don't forget to follow, rate, and share your thoughts on any of our socials. Today, we shook off that toxic New Year pressure, reclaimed our sanity, and set the tone for 2026 with more grace, less hustle, and a whole lot more honesty. And in the spirit of practicing what I preach, Spirit Gumbo is taking a short winter pause so I can refill creatively and come back grounded and aligned. We'll resume on January 20th. Thank you for loving me while I honor my nervous system and the work. When we get back, we're diving straight back into our Energy Vampires and Leaks mini-series. Part 2 is all about negative aura vampires, the people who don't even know you personally, but somehow still try to siphon your shine, the strangers, acquaintances, and social media lurkers who show up with competition energy, weird tension, copy-paste vibes, or that low-frequency chaos. So yeah, brace yourself, we're naming things again. Until next time, this ain't just talk. This is Spirit Gumbo with CQ.